Hey crafters, it's Janet with Crafting It Up in Creations, coming at you today with something slightly different. Today I am part of a craft tag from Love Me. She tagged me over the weekend, actually Friday night, and I said that I would do this Saturday, but I worked an extra shift Friday night and I didn't really prepare myself for it before I went in, so I kind of slept my Saturday away. So I thought that I would go ahead and film this and tag some other ladies for this video request and get the ball rolling. So there are 10 questions, and the first one is, what was the first thing you ever crafted? So if I go way back, I made friendship bracelets and Barbie clothes when I was really little. I can remember sewing little snaps on the Barbie clothes and even using those snaps on the friendship bracelets. Because it used to be, when you made them, you couldn't make that slide loop, or I didn't know how, if you could. You just waited until that friendship bracelet pretty much fell off. You know, you left it on your wrist forever. And so I had the little snaps on there so you could easily take them off, on and off, if you took a shower or whatever, and you didn't have to get them all nasty and wet and all that good stuff. So then later on, I made my own prom shoes. I loved taking pictures forever, and so in my early 20s I was living in Jacksonville, North Carolina. My ex-husband was in the Marine Corps, and I was watching a QVC segment, and they had scrapbooking kits, and I ordered one of those, and that was all she wrote. I ordered several more after that, here and there, and they were a really good deal at that time, and I made bunches of scrapbooks of the kids when they were little. Now Logan is 13 now, and I don't have as many of him. Like, I don't have any separate bigger ones of him, but even when the girls were younger, 8.5 by 11 was the popular size. So I've started to redo some of those, but I hadn't quite gotten back completely into that, because then I got into card making, and that just seemed to kind of fulfill my creative side, because those are, you get a lot quicker results with those and a little more satisfaction in a sense. So I kind of started with the card making, and now I want to get back into the scrapbooking, especially since my niece has come along in the last 2 years, because I want to make books of her too that she'll have forever. What is your favorite technique or medium is number 2. I picked die cutting because I love my Sizzix die cutting machine. I love all the different dies that you can buy. I love the fact that I can stack them and make them a 3D effect. I can use only white cardstock, and I can color them and shade them and put details on them, and I love doing that type of thing. And I've actually got a few things, clusters that I made recently, and even using the paper punches, which is about the same thing. I love those too, of using those to just build up a cute little die cut. Number 3, what medium would you like to try? Well, I've dabbled. There's not many things that I haven't actually tried. I'm sure there is, but I don't know of it just yet. But I've dabbled a little in clay and resin, and I really like so far the results that I've gotten, just being a very amateur type person at those. I would say the resin, I've watched so many videos on how to mix it and keep the bubbles out of it and just different things like that. But I haven't fooled a whole lot with it. I have bought several molds and different things to use with it, so that's something that I plan on doing, you know, in the future, and even maybe sharing some videos with those. Okay, so number 4, what are 3 of your favorite craft creations? So I've made jewelry in the past, and I've made a bunch of cards, and I've had some that I just really loved, and loved giving those away. But, and of course with the jewelry, I love wearing it. But I guess if I had to pick out something that I'd made creative, more creative wise, I did some Easter cloches last year, not this year, but last year, where I used the little Dollar Tree bunnies. They were little ones that you could paint, and I spray painted them with a brown paint and even that heirloom white, and used those in little cloches, made little cloches out of some vases, and put some knobs that I had found on clearance from Hobby Lobby on the top of them, and they just looked so stinking cute. When I pulled them out this Easter, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember how much I loved them when I made them. And of course the bottom were little candle holders. It was just little glass bottoms, and then that fit over top of it, but I used some of the moss and different little flowers that the Dollar Tree even had, and they turned out so nice, and they really didn't cost that much to make. And then I also made some things last summer. I guess they were beach themed items. Those are some of my favorite. I'm getting ready to actually decorate with some of those now. And oh, my Christmas houses. I made some Christmas houses. And this past Christmas I redid some more, but I used the heirloom white and like a sparkle glittery top coat over it. I can't remember the name of that spray, but they turned out so elegant looking. I love those a lot. That's actually probably my favorite of those Christmas houses, because those Christmas houses from Walmart are fairly inexpensive too. They're like $1.78 or something like that, and they come out looking really nice. Let's see, number 5, have you ever been to a craft expo? Never. I've been to one of those huge scrapbooking and more stores in Tennessee, I guess down near around Gatlinburg area, and that store is huge. Like the first time I got to walk through there, I was in there probably for 2 hours, because they had so many stamps and so many different lines, and they had everything. But they had more stickers than really anybody needed. But they had some really cool like laser die cut stuff of Gatlinburg and Knoxville and all that stuff in there. And we had went, oh, what's the word? There's like a couple different scenic things that you could do, and then they had things that corresponded with it as well. And I thought that was super cool. Oh, I know what I was thinking. We went zip lining, and they had a like a layout for the zip lining, and I thought that was really cool. There was different places you could go zip lining, so it wasn't anything specific, but I thought that was really neat. Number 6, what was your first craft challenge you participated in? I haven't done any craft challenges, honestly. I just kind of go through and make videos based on different things that I've even saved on Pinterest, or different ideas that I just get in my head, or different ideas that other people have done as well, and I kind of try to do my own spin on it, or my own take, or add a little something more to it. I love seeing when other people do that as well, because it just feeds more ideas, and then somebody else can think of 3 or more different things that I didn't think of and make it even better, or to their tastes, you know, whatever. Let's see, number 7, what is your favorite crafting tool? I guess I would have to say my Fiskars, I guess I would say my Fiskars trimmer. I use that a lot, and I really love that fuse tool to make shaker pockets and different things. I really should break it out and use it more often. It's quite handy though, the several times that I have used it, and I love making shaker pockets and shaker cards and different things, so I just love that thing. I think if I start doing some of these little traveler's notebooks and building those up and making my own dashboards and different things, then I'll really be using that even a lot more than I already do. Number 8, what is your favorite animal? I don't know that I can pick just one. So I used to collect Fenton elephants. I have tons of Fenton elephants. I have a couple turtles, and I got to the point where it was just too much. And I still have the ones that I have, but I haven't collected those in 10 years or more. But like, I love elephants, I love turtles. And then if we go into mythical creatures, I love unicorns and mermaids and dragons. Yeah, it's kind of almost like, what do I not like? You know, my oldest daughter loves penguins. My middle daughter loves foxes. And that kind of lends into the next question. It says, have you ever used your favorite animal as inspiration for craft creations? And I do all the time. Like, if my oldest loves penguins, I have bought penguin stamps. And I have made penguins out of die cuts. And I've done the same thing with foxes. I've bought fox stamps. And I've got elephant stamps that I've bought from Lawn Fawn. Cutest little elephant stamps that you ever did see. And there's just so many different things that I have done that I guess was inspired by my favorite type of animals. And if I know someone else likes them, I tend to like buy certain things in order to use those and to surprise somebody, I guess you could say. Let's see. And number 10, why do you like to craft? So I don't even know if I could put that into words so much, is that I love creating stuff and I love making things, and I like the feeling that it gives me to make things, and I like seeing other people enjoy the things that I make and give to them. I have many a times tried to make things and just not really told people that I made it just because, but I don't know. I mean, I don't make a lot of money at it. I've done craft shows in the past, and, you know, I make a decent amount at those, but I tend to go buy from other crafters whatever I made. But it's fun for me, and I like to do that, so it doesn't bother me in any way to go spend all my earnings on anything else, because I love it, and I love seeing what other people make. I love seeing other people's creativity, and I like the feeling that it gives me to create things. So I know that I've seen many things say crafting is cheaper than therapy. I'm not sure I'm gonna buy into that, because I have a lot of craft supplies, and I know right now that it's one of those things that I need to cut back on, just because I have so much stuff. It's unreal. So that's one of the things that I wanted to kind of start doing, and why I'm doing things like on my channel and making things. I want to already go ahead and start like the craft show stuff. That's what I did the bookmarks with. I'll probably definitely package up some of the shaker caps and sell those as well. Okay, so third time's a charm, right? I'm trying to tell you who I want to tag for this video. Okay, so I have 3 gals in mind for my tag. One is TheBudgetBee. She has a craft channel here. She does hauls. Very cute little pineapple craft that she did not too long ago that the Dollar Tree had. It kind of looks like a wired pineapple. I thought that was very ingenious. OneVeryHappyBird. She has all kinds of crafts on her channel. I love watching her make things. She has actually inspired me to mix all my glitters now. It used to be that I would put a little bit of glitter to make something beautiful. By mixing like the tinsel glitters and the chunky glitters and the fine glitters, she comes out with some really beautiful results. And I've been very inspired by her to try different things and to branch out a little bit. She's got a wonderful channel. Last year when I was watching her do Christmas ornaments, over on the side it would bring up a queue of other people that had done ornaments, and SS Crafter 1 had also done some Dollar Tree upscale ornaments using those little Dollar Tree lanterns where you can kind of open them up and add stuff into them. And I had done some too. I hadn't recorded, well, I'd recorded, but I hadn't posted my video, and I watched hers, and I was blown away by how she did hers. They were really super cute. She did such a good job with them, and she has so many other things on her channel that she's went back and embellished more than what it was, and I call it taking it up a notch. But she bought a pair of those ice skates. They were decorative ones from the Target dollar spot last year, and she put some napkins over them, Mod Podge napkins, and oh my gosh, they are just beautiful. I had bought a pair as well, and I have not done mine yet, but I have already watched that video twice, so I don't know that she knows who I am. I know the first two regularly comment on my videos, and I do the same for them because I watch them all the time, and I know that I comment on hers, but I can't say that I remember if she comments on mine. Like, I don't even know if she is even subscribed to me. So I did tag her last year when I uploaded my Dollar Tree lanterns as well, because I wanted to make sure that people saw hers too. That way, if they were inspired by mine, some of the things she did with hers, that they may say, "Oh, I hadn't thought of that either," you know, and maybe do that too. Because I had some little wood cutouts that had words on them, and I used those like kind of to go across the bottoms of those. But she did like little flags and did words on them, and I thought they looked so good. So I hope these ladies realize. I love them all for their talents. I love watching them. I love the ideas. My head kind of just spins with ideas sometimes when I watch some of those videos, and I hope they know how much I appreciate the fact that they put out that content and that they take the time to do it, and I love it. I just do. I love watching all kinds of videos. I love watching the dollhouse miniature stuff too, but I figured, you know, maybe that I would stick to some of my paper crafters and Dollar Tree crafters for this. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. As always, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. That'll let you know each and every time I upload a video. And like I say, I always tell you guys to like videos if you like the content. The next time you bring up your YouTube queue, it will give you a list of like-minded crafters, and that will introduce you to a whole host of other talented people on here. I think some days that I have seen a lot, and then I'll go to pull up some other type of craft or look for something, and it'll give me a queue, and I'll find people, and I'm like, wow, I haven't subscribed to them. Or every now and again, I'll watch certain videos, and I'll even think that I have subscribed to somebody, and then I'll go back and look because they're showing up in my queue because of the like-minded craft stuff. And I won't have subscribed at first, and so I will caution you to make sure you do that and pay attention to that. You don't have to hit the bell. The bell kind of makes sure that you're notified every time, you know, somebody uploads a video. But if you at least subscribe, then when you bring up your queue, you'll see the videos. So I hope you all have a great day. Hope you're having a wonderful start of the week and that it's been kind to you. And I hope you get a chance to craft it up. Take care.